do it in the first round of the junior college playoffs, winning you're into the SoCal championship game where you take on Mount Sac next weekend. It's been quite a ride for the Tigers. It's a seesaw battle here out of the jungle, yet they claim the double-digit lead that has been availing them for the majority of the opening half.
That's much more like it. That's exactly what I'm saying if I'm Riverside and I'm on that sideline. But, hey, you're making a statement right here. We're the better team. You're not. And it just goes to show on the scoreboard. 34-23, 11 left in the third quarter.
It's exactly what you wanted coming out of the halftime locker room. You go on a long scoring drive, chew up 4 minutes of clock, and cap it off with a touchdown. So you come out of the break with a double-digit lead. Again, 11:03 to go. Tigers lead 34-23. As 13 of the 23 points for Ventura have come via kickoff returns. And they'll take a knee in the end zone. The ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line.
That's what Ventura Pirates will take over. It'll be first and 10, Ventura.
Well, Mark Evans has a lot of work to do right now. It seems like he's been doing decent, but it's not enough.
Yeah, he only threw his second interception of the entire season earlier on in the half. Cortland Fort was the recipient of that pass. He's the cornerback 101 against Aaron Lacombe, who so far today has only put together 2 catches for 45 yards. He's averaging 25 over the course of the year. First and 10. Delay handoff to Stanton, bouncing outside, and he's tripped up behind the line. Tackle made by A.J. Hodgkins, and he has been a man on a mission for the Tigers. Tackle number 7 for the freshman.
7 tackles already, and the second half has just barely started, and it just goes to show how Coach Tom Kraft likes to coach up these guys, a guy who came into the Riverside Tigers with a lot of offers, I would say.
Yeah, he's a bounce back from Wyoming University, first in the conference with 88 tackles, so far this year. Delay handoff to Paul Harris. That one's going nowhere again. A.J. Hodgkins in the mix along with Jeremiah Mitchell. Little extracurriculars afterwards as well. So now what was a very good-looking first and 10 now turns into a 3rd and 13.
Boy, Mark Evans is going to have to stand tall in that pocket right now and find his open receiver past that first down yard marker here on 3rd and 14. It will be a difficult task because I could tell Riverside will send a blitz right now.
Well, there have been some big-time problems at the secondary position. Cortland Fort, who's the cornerback, now playing free safety back there in the secondary. 3rd and 13, shotgun snap. Evans looking right, and down he goes. Swallowed up by Jeremiah Mitchell. He's got him for sack number 5 this season.
Boy, Jeremiah Mitchell just using his sheer power right there, engaging with his block, making a move, just pushing him out of the way, and just swallowing up Mark Evans in the backfield. That'll be 4th down now.
Yeah, in a heap, Jeremiah Mitchell brought him down. He has 6 scholarship offers, and ironically enough, one of the fastest players on that defensive line was a 4.7 in the 40,
wow.
And off of that block, sprinted his way to the quarterback. A high-end over-end kick will be let go by Michael Stallone, and for the Ventura College Pirates on a punt, where you're sitting at your own 13. Now you push the Tigers deep in their own end. That'll be a boot, Dan, of over 55. Phenomenal kick by him.
You're right. A great punt of 55 yards, but hey, you start on your 38-yard line. Decent field position for sure.
Well, the Tigers on their first possession of the second half cashed in with a touchdown. To this point, this is the most points that Riverside has scored in any game this season, yet you still are only clinging to an 11-point advantage. Nicholas King has played relatively well, 230 yards passing, has yet to commit the big turnover. And that running game, despite it struggling, did cash in with a Jordan Howard touchdown the last time out. 1st and 10 from their own 33. 2 tight end set, play action fake. King will take it himself, has room 35, and turns nothing into something. That'll be a 4-yard pickup for the quarterback.
Some improvising from Nicholas King. He sort of fumbled, lost that ball right there off of the snap, and so he kind of panicked and just decides to take off right down the middle and gets at least 4 yards there.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Kraft has no problems with a designed pass turning into a 4-yard run. The quick throw completes to Ryan Ramirez, who fumbled last time. He'll not make the same mistake this time as he crawls his way out to the 45 for a first down pickup. Make it 9 yards, move the chains for the Tigers.
Nicholas King doing what he does best, just standing tall in the pocket, getting that ball to his receiver.
Well, we took a look at it during the week. Nicholas King is the most dangerous dual-threat quarterback in Southern California, running for 58.2 rush yards per game, not to mention over 200 yards passing per contest, and he has been just as efficient in tonight's contest. Play action fake, King looking long, has Whitney open. A safety is deep, but Whitney will pass. The safety at the last moment tips it away. Whitney was open, had himself a touchdown, but King, by the skin on his teeth, unable to find his USC offered receiver. Now make it a 2nd and 10.
Boy, that deep ball is a cause for concern for Riverside because Nicholas King, already on his 4th opportunity deep, can't convert that. So a lot of improvement needs to be done during the week as far as the deep pass, I would say.
They did get the first one to Whitney for the score, but ever since it's been no cigar if you're the Tigers. Delay handoff to Christopher Anderson, who will crawl his way into enemy territory. Now a 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers, who scored the touchdown on their first possession, and they did go 2 for 2 converting 3rd downs last time. Now face a very convertible 3rd and short.
I would argue that deep ball for Nicholas King and the Tigers is always there. It seems like it's just a matter of hitting the receiver.
It's harder than it looks, though, to convert those long plays.
It's so true.
3rd down and 5. They may need a deep play here. Empty set. Wings it near side. Caught by Marenko. Makes a man miss. Still moving. Squirms out of a tackle and still on his feet before he's bullied to the turf at the 41. Turns a 2-yard pickup into a 7-yard first down catch. Alejandro Marenko for grab number 7 today.
Alejandro Marenko has decent size at 5'11", but he plays so much smaller when he has the ball in his hands. He's hard to catch because of his moves. Right there, he literally ducked out of a defender's way and got himself an extra 2 to 3 yards.
Well, this is the Alejandro Marenko we all expected, who turned the opening punt into a 55-yard return touchdown. King will take himself and bully his way near a first down, crawling inside the Ventura 35, making a gain of 8 for the Westchester product. 3rd down and 2 upcoming for the Tigers, and that's exactly what you expected out of Alejandro Marenko. Former Fullerton College wide receiver, one of the most electric freshmen for the Hornets. Now over to Riverside and is leading the team in catches tonight. Make it 7 for the Elif Taylor High School product. 3rd down, now the sticks say 2nd and 2. Delay handoff goes to Christopher Anderson, and he'll end up moving the chains out to the 29-yard line. First down pickup now for the Tigers. 3 first downs, and you're sitting pretty inside the Ventura 30.
And the good thing about it is a lot of clock has been cut from this 3rd quarter, so eliminating opportunities for Ventura is RCC right now. Killing that clock, running the ball effectively. Nicholas King hitting his receivers underneath, so a decent drive so far.
And they've had some of their success due to the Wildcat formation. They'll do it again here. The receiver, call it a play action. Here goes King with a head of steam across the 20 and run his way for a Tiger first down. They'll make it 4 separate occasions where the Tigers move the chains. Now inside the red zone, the Tigers are at the Ventura 17.
I would say that's a great pitch, a great changeup thrown by Coach Tom Kraft, electing to go to Nicholas King already twice in this drive here. Nicholas King being the elusive running quarterback that he is right there in that last play.
Well, nothing, when you need it, nothing's better than a pitching change. After having Christopher Anderson carry again, it's now Jordan Howard and Nicholas King getting into the act. Howard ends up running for 6, but there's a penalty down on the field. It would be only the 2nd flag for the Tigers this half. And I mentioned only 2nd because in the opening half, the Tigers were penalized aplenty. They were flagged a combined 8 times for 78 yards. And here we go again. Yet another penalty. Now make it 10 for the Tigers today.
Things were going so smooth, effective, running. hitting your receivers underneath, and then, of course, the penalty flag comes out, and now we're going to have a first and long.
Yeah, make it a first down and 23. The first down make is all the way at the Ventura 7. Well, the Tigers have run for 8 separate first downs. Ventura 0 here in the opening half, or in the second half. Yet you still face not even in scoring position as King fumbles the snap, picks it off the deck, yet they do call him down by contact. Another 4-yard loss. Tigers face a 2nd and 27 from the 31-yard line. If they don't gain another yard, it would be a 49-yard attempt. But Camacho's thinking, we need a touchdown now.
Yeah, we do, and that's the thing about penalties. They suck the energy out of you, and then the next play after the penalty, it's a botched snap. And it just goes to show what penalties can do to a team. Now, it's a 3rd and long. 2nd and 24.
Yeah, it's just been that kind of a night for the Tigers, who start so good on a drive, yet by their own mistakes, they're giving Ventura free opportunities. The delay handoff goes to Howard again, who's been a busy man here in the second half, yet ends up losing 2. Now make it a 3rd down and forever, Dan, from the 35. So you're sitting at the 35. You need to reach the Ventura 7. You're basically asking here to try and get some yards for field goal. You have absolutely no opportunity to get a touchdown here if you're on a 3rd down.
Yeah, and that ball spot actually was not a friendly one by the official. Now 3rd and 28. Ball on the 34.
Shotgun snap. King will throw. Looking long. Floats it to the end zone. Whitney's open, and he drops the football. Would have been a touchdown, but the USC offered would not get the second score that he needed to give the Tigers a 3-possession lead. Now make it a 4th down and forever here. The Tigers will elect to settle for a field goal, this being a 48-yard try.
Well, they got the leg to do it. Jimmy Camacho, the number 1 kicker in the state of California, he has more than enough leg to hit this one. His longest of the year, 54.
This is a man that beyond 50 yards is about as consistent as any at the junior college level. This from just short of that. 47-yard try from the right hash. Kick on the way, drifting, and it is good. Jimmy Camacho out of Citrus Hill. Boy, welcome back to the Tigers. Following a measly performance out of Citrus College, he's able to come back, converting 4 of 4 on his last field goals, and it gives the Tigers a 37-23 lead.
Jimmy Camacho is the type of guy I want on my team. Last week he went on and missed 2 field goals, and he was the most frustrated guy out there in the sideline because of his mistakes. He would call mistakes. They were just missed opportunities. That's all they were. But Jimmy Camacho there hitting on a 47-yarder, what a weapon to have if I'm RCC.
Where you can score literally from every point from shorter than 50 yards. This is a man who now, following his performance today, is 21 of 26 on field goals this year, the highest scoring player in junior college in the state of California. With only 3:40 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, the Tigers rally off with the last 10 points on the scoreboard, and they lead 37-23. Camacho approaches and sends it away. A high end over end kick towering inside the Ventura 5. And recovered. Here goes Harris out of the goal line. Across the 20, still moving. Zigzags 30 with a convoy in front. Reaches the 35-yard line for a return of 30 yards. There is a penalty flag down on the field, and this just the same exact script that we've faced the entire ball game here, Dan.
Boy, how elusive is Paul Harris, taking that ball from his end zone to about the 40-yard line. Already has a 100-yard kick return. Right there displaying his ability some more.
Yeah, but the Tigers they ought to be careful on the special teams unit. They cannot allow a Ventura offense that can score from any point of the football field to get a free 7 points that they already have gotten twice in this ball game with kickoff returns. The referees do indicate that, well, they're going to have to end up second-guessing themselves here. But in the meantime, with 11-point deficit, I haven't asked it much, but Dan, what is the play calling here, trailing by 2 possessions?
Well, there's still more than enough time to establish a run. You always want to do that. It's one of the most basic fundamentals of football. Establish the run, therefore, the pass game opens up. And it's something where Ventura hasn't excelled all that well this year, and that's been on the run. And, hey, when you're up against arguably the number 1 defense in the country and in the state, well, the task, it might be a little bit too large already. 37-23, 3:33 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Just a little bit under Just 3 minutes left in this one and the fourth quarter. We'll see if there's enough time for Ventura to come back in this one.
Well, Ventura's offensive strength is their running game, averaging over 160 yards per contest on the ground, yet have been negated here, Dan, to only 39 yards rushing here in the third quarter. And this is the same unit that offensively ran for over 300 yards over the last